Alright, you have the title. I'm here in 2K14 on the 360 because Xbox One 2K14 doesn't have my league. Or well, and this is called the Association. But yeah, I'm in 2K14 and I'll be simulating to 2024. 2014 NBA, of course, we got a 91 Carmelo Anthony. On the Knicks, you got Kobe at a 93. Even though he actually didn't play this season because of his Achilles, I'm pretty sure. Dirk only an 83. Was he washed by 2014? I honestly don't know. The Brooklyn Nets, Darren Williams, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett. Paul George is an 87. Drew Holiday an 88. Here on the New Orleans Pelicans, AD a 79. My Toronto Raptors, this was the first year they got good. Dwight Howard and Harden on the Rockets. Got the Spurs here, defending Western Conference champions, even though they lost the finals. KD and Russ on OKC with Ibaka. Curry at an 88. Iguodala at 85, and nobody else is there. Oh no, Clay is here, but 73 overall. And Draymond is at 62. D Rose and the Bulls. Kyrie and the Cavs. Andrew Bynum here. CP and Blake Griffin. And then of course the defending champions, 99 overall LeBron, 91 Wade, only 82 Bosh. Got that rebound for nothing. But yeah, 13-14 season starting. Doc Rivers the missing link in Clipperland? Absolutely not. Bennett on rookie season, I can contribute. 2013 draftees, eager to prove critics wrong. Barely any of them did. Let's get this sim started. Oh, I have real draft classes, by the way, from 2014 to 2023 up in here. 2014 season is over and LeBron James is the MVP for the third year in a row. Trey Burke, Rookie of the Year. Jeremy Lin, Sixth Man. AD, Defensive Player of the Year. He went 64-18. Spoelstra, the Coach of the Year. This is first team. Kyrie on first team. Damn. Wonder how good the Cavs were. This was second team. This is third team. And this is defense and more defense because we probably won't see it again. Oh, you can't look at the standings once the playoffs come around? What is this? So I guess I can't know what the worst teams are. This is how the playoffs look. Anybody who's not in here sucks because it doesn't let me look at the worst teams in the league like I normally do. Let's just get started with the playoffs. In real life, obviously, it was a Heat Spurs final. It'll probably be that again unless... Well, actually, no. The Spurs missed the playoffs. Look at that. How did that happen? The Spurs didn't even make the playoffs. Second round now, we got Heat, Knicks, Bulls, Cavs, Nuggets, Clippers, OKC, Minnesota. Minnesota was not good in 2014. Neither was Denver, I'm pretty sure. Neither was Cleveland. Kyrie has the Cavs at third. That's crazy. Let's see who makes the conference finals. It will be the Heat, Bulls, and OKC and the Clippers. The Clippers make the conference final way before they actually did. No 3-1 lead blown or anything. Well, actually, the blown 3-1 lead was next year. 2014, that was when Chris Paul choked against OKC, right? So now they play OKC in the conference finals. Let's see how they do. And I believe they just blew a 3-1 lead just now. Wait, we need to check this. Game 1, Clippers 1, 2 Thunder, 3 Clippers, 4 Clippers. They just blew a 3-1 lead. I went and said it was next year. And then the Clippers just went and blew a 3-1 lead here. That is crazy. 19-10, 15-7. Jamal Crawford led the team in scoring, but that did not matter as KD and Russ come back from down 3-1, and they are headed to the 2014 finals against the Heat. So the Heat kept up their end of the bargain, winning 64 games, 1 seed. Spurs somehow missed the playoffs. Don't know how that happened. Miami versus OKC again. We'll go game by game. Game 1, OKC takes it. Game 2, they take it again. Game 3. Okay, it's 2-1. Game 4, and it's 2-2. OKC could not take the stranglehold on the series. Game 5, OKC takes that. Now for game 6, oh, they tie it up, and now we're going to game 7. A lot of these games have been blowouts. 106-85, 120-90, 119-96. My goodness. Game 7, who will clutch it up? The Miami Heat win the NBA championship. OKC had a 2-0 and 3-2 lead, but LeBron and Miami come back. Game 7, 112-100. KD at 39, 6-5. Westbrook just 5-for-14, 17-8-7. LeBron 36, 6 steals. That's crazy. Wade 22, 3-3. Bosh 16-8-2, and Miami 3-peats. Almost 38-7 for LeBron in this finals. 3-time champion now. These are everybody that's retiring. Steve Nash retires. Can I see the standings yet? No. So I guess last year's standings are done. So I guess we're gonna have to go look before like the last game of the season or something. Adam Silver's up here yapping, and I can't skip it. I'm pressing A. I'm pressing start. I can't skip a thing. Once they get to selecting the players, I can skip it. This draft has Wiggins in it, of course, first overall pick. Oh, there it is. Joel Embiid, first overall pick, as it probably should have been. He goes to the Suns. There we go. The 76ers draft Jokic, and the Magic have presented the Kings a trade offer. I thought I put CPU does all of this. What? The Lakers select Andrew Wiggins. So that's actually huge to team up with Kobe, if that's what's going to happen. You know, he's not, traded like in real life. As y'all can see, once again, I made every created player an 80 84 overall, except like Sabonis, because it was a pain trying to get his stats proper, so I just gave up, and like maybe one other player, but most of them I got it to 84. Kobe Bryant is a free agent. In real life, obviously, he missed the season because of his Achilles, and so he signed with the Lakers anyway. Paul George is an RFA. Any other UFA? No. So it's just Kobe. Kobe Bryant went to the Pacers. That means Kobe should be teaming up with Paul George. He's an RFA, but he should come back, and Roy Hibbert is still here. LeBron, of course, stays with the Heat in this universe because they just won again. Thunder start season #1 in power rankings. They lost the finals. We go into the 14-15 season. We saw Kobe went to the Pacers, and so the Lakers are going to be Wiggins' team here. What happened in San Antonio last year? 87, 85, 84. Tim Duncan, I don't think was that low last season. Not sure what happened to these guys last year. Joel Embiid with Eric Bledsoe here. And then, of course, the Sixers drafting Jokic with Thaddeus Young, Nerlens Noel. They probably won't be good. Let's see how the 2015 season plays out. Kevin Durant's the 2015 MVP. Andrew Wiggins, Rookie of the Year, averaging 16, 7, and 5. AD is DPOY. This is first team. This is second team. This is third team. Wiggins made third team as a rookie. So did Jokic. Props to them. These are all the playoff teams. Everybody you don't see didn't make it, obviously. None of our rookies made it. Spurs are back in the picture, even though they're only the 8th seed. I don't know why they've fallen off so hard. Let's sim this first round. Kyrie has the Cavs at third again, so Cavs much better here in this universe. And of course, LeBron not here now as he was in real life. AD, Holiday, and the Pelicans finished second. That's a W. Simulate the second round. And okay, the Heat and Knicks will go 7, but Heat still advance. Bulls beat Cavs, and so it's Miami, Chicago Conference Finals again. Houston beat the Pelicans, and so it'll be a Rockets, Thunder NBA or Conference Finals, not NBA Finals. Will it be a rematch of last year's NBA Finals, though? It will, as Miami and OKC make it to the finals again. OKC had a 2-0 and 3-2 lead last year, but they start this year's finals with a loss. Game 2, they get the win. Game 3, the Heat win that. Game 4, the Heat win that. They'll go 3-1. Are LeBron and the Heat about to win 4 in a row? Yes, they are. The Heat have won 4 titles in a row. D Wade getting it done in the closeout game. 28-7 for Russ. 27-10-6 for KD. Wasn't enough though. They got Jay Lamb, this Jeremy Lamb. Mario Chalmers, Finals MVP. What the? 11-3-6. Whoa, there has to be a bug. Like there's no way, unless like LeBron's efficiency was atrocious or something. I don't think I can go back and see the stats. Wait, league history, let's check it. No, it's Mario Chalmers, the Finals MVP. I don't know how that happened. Hey, I mean, this was the year of Iguodala's Finals MVP, so maybe 2015 is just the year that they decided to do something like this. 2015, I think this draft is loaded too, but as y'all saw, I'm not trying to sit through this thing. Okay, Karl Anthony Towns went to Charlotte. Porzingis went to the Lakers as well, and so the Lakers got Wiggins and Porzingis now. It's a good young duo. Wiggins already up to an 88. Devin Booker. He was the other draft pick. He was drafted to the Jazz. Those were the 3 guys I put in the draft class for this year. Now it's free agency. LeBron is a free agent. So is Melo. That's quite something. Are they gonna, go somewhere and do the team up that never happened? Or will LeBron re-sign with the Heat, where he just won 4 straight titles, even though Mario Chalmers just stole his Finals MVP? So maybe that really pisses him off and he can't stay. 4 straight chips, but Mario Chalmers just won Finals MVP. He cannot have that. Kobe, oh yeah, he was only on a 1-year deal, so he's back. Kyrie's a UFA, or no, RFA. Says right there, I can read. LeBron went to the Charlotte Bobcats. That is wild. Mario Chalmers steals his Finals MVP, and he goes to Michael Jordan's Charlotte Bobcats. Timberwolves sign Kobe, and the Heat re-sign Chris Bosh. LeBron going to the Bobcats, who I'm sure have sucked. Obviously, we haven't gotten to see the standings, but they haven't been in the playoffs. They've been awful. Carmelo Anthony goes to the Atlanta Hawks. Don't know who's on there. I don't think they've been good. That's how 2015 free agency goes. After 4 straight titles for the Miami Heat, LeBron decides he can't keep this going, not with Mario Chalmers winning Finals MVP. He's going to Michael Jordan's Charlotte Bobcats. And thanks to LeBron, the Bobcats start the season #1 in power rankings. LeBron, Al Jefferson, rookie Towns, and a young Kemba here. Maybe the Bobcats can be good. Anthony Bennett up to an 84. Paul Pierce is here on the Cavs too. The Cavs might be able to build something special here. This is Melo's roster on the Hawks, and this is the Heat now. Little did he know playing his role would break up a dynasty. Alright, I simmed to the last day of the season. We got 1 more game left. Kobe and the Timberwolves are at the top of the West with 57 wins. The Thunder though with 56, so they can tie them or maybe take the lead on a tiebreaker. And the worst teams are the Mavericks and the Grizzlies. Over in the East, Kyrie, Andrew Bynum, and the Cleveland Cavaliers are up top with 58 wins. Wizards with 55. LeBron and the Bobcats at 51. And the worst teams are the Knicks, who Carmelo just left, and the Hawks Hawks, who Carmelo just joined. Kevin Durant is the 2016 MVP. Blake Grove, Rookie of the Year. A randomly generated player outdid Towns and Booker and Porzingis. AD, another DPOY. Coach of the Year, Kevin Claxton, 58 wins for the Timberwolves, who ended up finishing first. This is first team, this is second team, and this is third team. Embiid on an All-NBA team for the first time, I'm pretty sure. He's up to a 91 overall now. This is the playoffs, so Embiid and the Suns making it for the first time. Simulate the first round, see how it goes, as Embiid and the Suns defeat Kobe and the 1-seeded Timberwolves. That's crazy. They got Kenyon Martin, Kevin Love, Kobe. It was a close one, 99-93, 14-12, 5-2, and 2 for Embiid. Now we got the second round. It's the Cavs against LeBron's Bobcats, and so the Heat did not make the playoffs. That didn't even like register in my mind, even though we looked at the standings. Round 2, the Cavs beat LeBron and the Bobcats. Kyrie and the Cavs beat LeBron, and so now it's a Cleveland versus Chicago conference finals. Chicago has made the conference finals every year. And in the West, Portland versus LA, who sweep OKC. The Clippers have 2 conference finals appearances now, and we're only in like 2016. Simulate the third round. Portland wins, and so a Portland-Cleveland NBA finals. Ratings probably not too nice. Aldridge, Lillard, Rudy Gay is also in the Blazers against Anthony Bennett, 84 overall. Kyrie Irving, of course, at the 92. Andrew Bynum as well, and Dion Waiters is here at 86 overall. NBA finals, we'll just simulate the whole round. The Trailblazers win the NBA championship. I thought the Cavs would have taken it, but now the Trailblazers win in 6, 113-107. Aldridge 29-7, 25-5-5 by Rudy Gay. What year is this? 2016, I think. Yes, are the 2016 NBA champions. The Warriors are like nowhere. Oh no, they were the 3rd seed. Or no, 4th seed. Wrong side. They were the 4th seed, but lost in 7 to Portland, and Portland goes all the way to the chip. Damian Lillard finals MVP. This is everybody retiring. Vince Carter retires several years early. Tim Duncan retires. We got a loaded 2016 draft. We'll see where everyone ends up after free agency, as Dwight Howard is a 91 overall free agent. Kobe is a free agent again after another 1-year deal. Finished as the 1 seed, but they got bounced in the first round. Kobe just signed with the Sacramento Kings. That's crazy. Clearly, he ain't trying to win anymore. Dwight Howard signs a 4-year deal with the Raptors. I don't know who else is there. I don't think Lowry or DeRozan are high overalls. Pascal Siakam got drafted to the Nets. Oh yeah, Ben Simmons. I put him in there too. Obviously, he's nowhere close to like 86 overall, which was my cutoff, but because he was the first pick, and at one time he was way above that, I put him in here, and he was drafted to the Pacers with Paul George. Jamal Murray was drafted to the Pistons. Sabonis was drafted to the Kings. Jaylen Brown was drafted to the Knicks, and DeJounte Murray was drafted to the Mavericks with absolutely nobody else. We now head into the 2017 season. Standings: OKC top of the conference, Warriors there too, and Lakers. The bottom is the Mavericks and the Suns. In the East, the Bobcats and the Cavs are top again with the Bulls, and the worst teams are the Hawks and the Heat. Poor Carmelo. Kevin Durant is MVP yet again. Might be like the 3rd year in a row. Ben Simmons, Rookie of the Year. Andre Drummond won the DPOY this time. This is first team. Jokic on first team. He's been good. Sixers have been bad to mid. I think they saw they're in the playoffs this season. This is second team. Embiid also here. And this is third team. Wiggins is also here. 2017 playoffs. Now the defending champions of the 7th seed. That's tough, but hey, we'll simulate the first round. The Warriors sweep them, so no back-to-back for Portland. It was Portland and Cleveland who lose to the 7th seeded 76ers. That's tough. I don't think they've lost in the first round in this video until now. Dion Waiters 4-13. He says he'll go 0 for 30. So I guess you live with that result. The Bulls, will they make the conference finals again just to lose again? No. The 76ers beat the Bulls in 7, and the Brooklyn Nets beat LeBron and the Bobcats. The Nets have a nice team. Yeah, they got Siakam, they got Darren Williams, they got Brook Lopez here too. The Warriors beat the Lakers in 7, so they're in the conference finals. AD, Drew Holiday take down the Thunder. Oh, and LaMarcus Aldridge is here on the Pelicans as well. He was traded mid-season. Conference finals, who will make the finals? It will be the Warriors and the Nets. Game 7, Clay, 35 points. He's an 80 now. They got Mo Williams with 13. They got Vucevic too. Brooklyn versus Golden State, NBA Finals. Game 1, the Warriors will win. Game 2, the Nets will win. I don't know why I'm struggling with saying a 4-letter word. Nets win again. Game 4 now. Warriors tie it up. First 3 games all real close. Game 4 wasn't as close, but game 5 now, the Warriors win that. Now game 6, facing elimination, they get it done, and now we're going to game 7 in Brooklyn again. Game 7 of the NBA Finals. The Golden State Warriors win game 7 of the 2017 NBA Finals by 1 point, 108 to 107. It went down to the wire, but Darren Williams, wait, no, this is the Nets. Klay Thompson, who had 23, and Vucevic and Mo Williams. What did Steph do? Curry 3 for 11, 8 points, had 10 assists though. I wonder if he'll be Finals MVP though. He was minus 21. Whoa, why were Curry and Iguodala so awful? Klay and Vucevic, man, so the bench must have carried hard. In a 1 point win, these guys are minus 12. Curry is minus 21. But either way, the Golden State Warriors are the 2017 NBA champions, defeating the Nets in 7 games. It is Steph Curry, the Finals MVP, averaging 20 and 7, 44, 47, 89 shooting splits. Bench carried him in game 7, but hey, that's all right. Paul Pierce retires on the Cavs. 2017 draft is another loaded one. You got Tatum, Mitchell. We'll see who was drafted by who right after we see who the free agents are. Russell Westbrook is a UFA. Drew Holiday is an RFA, so he better not go anywhere. So is Nerlens Noel and Anthony Bennett, who's an 85 in this. Kobe's a UFA again, only 82 now. Big name though is Russell Westbrook. Not an MVP yet in this, but very, very good. Made 2 finals in this simulation. Unfortunately, they lost both of them to the Heat. He will sign with the Rockets. 3 years early, he gets to Houston, but not a trade this time. He signs with them. Heat re-signed Mario Chalmers, the Finals MVP, still in the league. LeBron has the Bobcats top of the power rankings again, even though they haven't been out of the second round, I don't think, since he's got there. Let's take a look at the rosters. Lonzo Ball went to the Mavericks to join DeJounte Murray, who's up to an 88 now. Markelle Fultz joins Ben Simmons. Both of them end up getting drafted to Indiana this time in back-to-back years. Westbrook and Harden here on the Rockets. We'll see what they can do. Jason Tatum gets drafted by the Suns to join Embiid. Now it's just KD and Ibaka here in OKC. Bam Adebayo gets drafted by the Timberwolves, and Kobe is back on the Timberwolves. De'Aaron Fox gets drafted by the Hawks to go with Carmelo. Donovan Mitchell joins D-Wade on the Heat. I think I put Derek White in here because he's an 87, but honestly I can't find him. So wherever Derek White is, I'm sure he'll contribute nicely. Going to 2018 now. Unlike real life, there's no dynasty. I mean, the Warriors just won, but it's most definitely not a dynasty. The Warriors just won for the first time. KD's won the last few MVPs, but the Thunder now just get worse because Russ just left. And so we'll see what direction the league goes. Top of the West is the Timberwolves again with the Rockets and the Warriors. Kings are up at 4th. Bottom is Grizzlies and Mavs. And in the East, it's Bobcats, Sixers, Celtics. This is the first year they're good, I'm pretty sure. Knicks and Heat are at the bottom. LeBron James is MVP again. It's been a while, but with the Bobcats, who, even though I just looked at the screen, I don't remember. They were either first or second. Jason Tatum, Rookie of the Year with the Suns. Nerlens Noel, DPOY. And of course, T-Wolves, #1 again. This is first team. Jokic back on first team. I think he was here last year. This is second team. And this is third team. Eric Bledsoe makes third team All-NBA. That's crazy. On the Thunder. That's the Russ replacement. I guess he did a solid job. This is the 2018 NBA playoffs. And so LeBron and the Bobcats were the first seed. Can LeBron get a 5th championship? Bobcats sweep the Wizards, and Sacramento will move on. Who's on this team again? Oh yeah, Sabonis, Cousins, and somebody else I'm pretty sure was drafted here. No, it was just Sabonis that was drafted. Second round is going to be Rockets against the defending champs. LeBron versus Kyrie again. I think Kyrie won the last matchup. And Sixers versus Celtics. Who's on the Celtics? Rondo is still here, 87 overall. Cole Wells, whoa, 90. 9th overall pick. This is a randomly generated player that they lucked out on. The Cavs take down the Bobcats. Thunder take down the Kings. And the Rockets beat the defending champs. And the Sixers beat the Celtics. It's Russ versus KD. Russ joining James Harden. KD still gets to the conference finals, the 8th seed, with Eric Bledsoe as his point guard now. Should Russ have stayed? That would be like quite the storyline going into the matchup. It was a hard-fought series, but Harden and Russ do get the job done. KD can't get to the finals without Westbrook. And Noel, Isaiah Thomas was a 79, and Jokic, they beat the Cavs, who've been a nice team, but can't get over the hump, even though they made the finals once, but then lost to, I think, Portland. Now, Rockets, Sixers, NBA Finals. We'll go game by game because this has high potential. 2 versus 2. Rockets win game 1. Rockets win game 2. Uh-oh. Game 3, the Rockets win game 3. The Rockets are just too strong, seemingly. The Rockets sweep the Sixers to win the championship. I thought it would be a closer series than that, but no. Harden and Westbrook, their first year together, they win the championship. Clearly, Westbrook made the right decision going to Houston, as he is the Finals MVP. This is everybody who's retiring. Doc Rivers retires, thank goodness. Chris Paul is an unrestricted free agent, so is John Wall. Him and the Wizards have been good in the regular season, haven't done anything in the playoffs, though. Chris Paul, he spent this whole time on the Clippers. They haven't done done anything. DeMarcus Cousins is also a free agent. This was the best season he's had yet in terms of team success with Sacramento. John Wall re-signs with the Wizards. DeMarcus Cousins goes to the Lakers. Chris Paul to the Milwaukee Bucks. Bobcats are still top in the power ranking, even though they have still yet to get past the second round with LeBron there. SGA got drafted to the Memphis Grizzlies with Derek Williams. Luka joins Jaylen Brown on the Knicks. That has very high potential. The Lakers' big three here: Porzingis, Wiggins, and Cousins. Jalen Brunson was drafted to the Magic. DeAndre Ayton joins DeJounte Murray and Lonzo on the Mavericks. Pelicans got a nice roster. Eric Gordon up to an 89. We'll see what they can do with that. Jamal Murray is very upset here with the Pistons. Jaren Jackson joins Embiid and Tatum. Trae Young's also in here. I don't think. Oh wait, is this? No, this is Thaddeus Young. I haven't seen Trae Young yet. He's here in Miami with Donovan Mitchell and 36-year-old Dwayne Wade. Miami hasn't done anything since LeBron left. Mario Chalmers ended what could have been the best dynasty of all time. Maybe it still is. I mean, 4-peat is crazy, but 2019 standings: Lakers, Pelicans, Rockets, and Timberwolves are all tied for the first seed going into the last game of the season. Crazy Western Conference we have here. Spurs and Clippers are the worst teams in the conference. Spurs have done absolutely nothing this whole time, even though Kawhi is still there, I'm pretty sure. In the East, Bobcats are top again. Sixers, Nets, Pacers, and Magic and Heat are the worst teams. I believe Brunson's on the Magic, and I think Trae Young's on the Heat. LeBron James back-to-back MVP on the 1-seed Charlotte Bobcats. Trae Young won Rookie of the Year. AD, DPOY. It's been a few years, I'm pretty sure, but it's got another one. This is first team, this is second team, and this is third team. Jason Tatum here on third team in his second season. 2019 playoffs: the Rockets are the defending champions. The 76ers are the defending Eastern Conference champions. Timberwolves, Lakers, and I think somebody else. Like the first seed was very contested in the West, and so they got like 4 teams that can do it. Bobcats are number 1 here, of course, but they haven't gotten past the second round this whole time. We'll see if they can do that this year. They easily take down the Hawks. I believe Carmelo is still there. Yes, he is. 89 overall, 34 years old. Carmelo just wasting his career. The Lakers lose to the 6-seeded Jazz. That is tough. Cousins, Porzingis, Wiggins 2 for 8 in game 5. That's tough. Devin Booker, Derek Favors, Gordon Hayward. Too much for them to handle. And the defending champion Rockets get beat by OKC. So KD and Eric Bledsoe get their get back. Jeremy Lamb had 25. The Bobcats finally get past the second round. They beat the Bucks in 7. Who's on the Bucks? Oh, Derek White is on the Bucks. Who else? Oh, Chris Paul is here too. Giannis here, 61 overall. He ain't happy. Jazz, Timberwolves, Charlotte, Detroit. Who will make the finals? It will be the Detroit Pistons against the Utah Jazz, both lower seeds getting it done. The 6 seeds beating the 1 seeds in both conferences. LeBron could not get the job done. Finally makes the conference finals, but can't get to the finals. And so now it's a Jazz Pistons NBA Finals here in 2019. And the Utah Jazz win the championship. Let's see who the finals MVP is. It is Trey Burke. He's at 85 overall. He won Rookie of the Year in like the first season of The Sim. Dwayne Wade retires with Sacramento. Joe Johnson retires a champion. You'd love to see that. Kobe retires. Unfortunately, can't win another championship, even though Minnesota had multiple good regular seasons. 2019 free agency: Devin Booker, RFA, just won a championship. He better not be going anywhere. Carmelo, though, a UFA. Will he ring chase in his final seasons, or will he go to another team like Atlanta? Derek Williams, also Andrew Bynum. He had a few good years on the Cavs. The 19 draft class: it's only Zion and Ja. Zion goes to the Miami Heat. So the Heat have a nice young big 3 here. Oh, Carmelo went to the Mavericks. Look at the Mavericks, actually. 91 DeJounte Murray, 88 Lonzo Ball, 87 Ayton, and 87 Carmelo Anthony. This is a pretty good team here. Ja Morant went to the New Orleans Pelicans. I forget when they lost last year. It might have been conference finals or second round in game 7. The Raptors have been disappointing. Dwight Howard's been balling, though. Kawhi, 89. He's been rotting on the Spurs this whole time, and he went and re-signed 5-year contract. LeBron and Towns on the Bobcats. This is a great duo. This duo should be a lot better than it is. They've made 1 conference finals. That should be a championship duo. Pelicans and Timberwolves tied for the 1 seed. Worst teams are the Spurs and Nuggets. In the East, the Raptors top of the East. You love to see it. Bobcats there at 2, Sixers at 3, and Magic and Bulls are the worst teams in the East. Kevin Durant MVP again. It's been a few years, but he's back. Zion is Rookie of the Year on the Heat. Lopez is 6th man in Brooklyn. AD DPOY again. This is first first team. This is second team. This is third team. What year is this? Oh, this is the 2020 playoffs now. 2020 playoffs, everything normal. Bobcats lose to the Knicks. LeBron and Towns lose to Jaylen Brown and Luka. Brooklyn Nets beat the one-seeded Raptors. You hate to see it. Aaron Williams and Siakam taking them out. OKC beating the Warriors. I feel like they haven't won a playoff series since they won the championship. Same thing with Portland. And Houston beating the defending champs. Conference finals, it'll be the Pelicans, Lakers, Miami, New York. All these teams have people like drafted in the sim. Pelicans have had a good roster for a long time. They took down the MVP. They have a really good shot. They were one seed for a reason. Then of course the Lakers taking down Harden, Russ, and the Rockets. Where is Westbrook at? Oh my goodness, 0 for 4 in 27 minutes. What are you doing, Russ? Lakers, of course, they got Cousins, they got Wiggins, they have somebody else too, Porzingis. The Heat beating the 8 seed Nets in 7. Harrison Barnes, Zion, Trae Young, Mitchell here too, and they still got Chris Bosh. And then Luka and the Knicks taking down Jokic and the 76ers. Who will make the finals? It'll be the Heat and Lakers, just like in real life. Stephen A's favorite finals in terms of location. He'll actually be able to go this time. As the Heat take down the Knicks in 5, and the Lakers take down the Pelicans. Despite being the 1 seed, the Pelicans, they just can't get over the hump. They're kind of like the Timberwolves, except they've had more playoff success than the Timberwolves, I think. 7 versus 4 seed, but both these teams could have been the 1 seed with the amount of talent. Game 1, Lakers win. Game 2, Miami wins. Game 3, Lakers win that. Game 4, Miami wins that. 2-2 going to Game 5 in Miami. Game 5, the Heat win. Now Game 6 in LA. Will they win it? Miami wins another NBA championship. Like, what, 5 years after the last one? Harrison Barnes with 20 and 7 in the closeout Game 6. Bosh 16 and 5 as a 74 overall. 5-time NBA champion now Chris Bosh. Mitchell, Trae Young, Zion Williamson all getting championships. Zion in his first season is an NBA champion. Trae Young is the finals MVP, averaging 14-7 on 40-40 shooting splits. Didn't miss a free throw though. That's low-key another suspect finals MVP, but Chris Bosh retires a 5-time champion. 2020 draft is a loaded one, and so of course we'll see that in a second. We got a bunch of RFAs. Dwight Howard though is a free agent now. Spent years on the Raptors. Actually made the playoffs last year, finishing as the 1 seed. Of course didn't do anything. Carmelo's a free agent again, but he's washed now. Dwight Howard will go to the OKC Thunder on a 2-year deal. Okay. Domantas Sabonis signs with the Suns. That's crazy. He was on the Kings. He was an RFA, but just like in last simulation, or in one of my other simulations, I can't remember, the Kings lose a great young player in restricted free agency. That is ridiculous. Carmelo signs with the Grizzlies. I don't know who's there. LaMelo Ball joins Brunson and Oladipo on the Magic. Tyrese Halliburton is drafted to the Nuggets. Yeah, I knew the Suns were good. They got Embiid, they got Tatum, and they got Jaren Jackson Jr. as well. And now they add in Sabonis. OKC, now they got Dwight here with KD. Eric Bledsoe is gone. He was a point guard for a few years. Ty Lawson is their point guard. Where did Anthony Edwards get drafted? Tyrese Maxey, he gets drafted. Oh, both Maxey and Edwards get drafted to the Hawks. 9th overall and 7th overall. So the Hawks got 2 top 10 picks. This is how the defending champs are looking. Mitchell, Young, and Zion. Harrison Barnes, he was balling and he's only an 81 overall. And the Western champions is how the Lakers are looking. Porzingis, Wiggins, and Cousins. Now we're going into the 2021 season. Pelicans are 1 seed again. Lakers, Thunder, and Suns are up there too. Worst teams are the Kings and the Nuggets. Nuggets haven't done much this whole simulation if I remember correctly. Bobcats 60 wins. Number 1 seed Nets, Sixers, Knicks are there too. And worst Celtics and Magic. LeBron might go win MVP again, being the 1 seed again. No, it's KD once again. I already forget what seed the Thunder were, but Kevin Durant MVP again. Tyrese Halliburton on the Nuggets, Rookie of the Year. Anthony Randolph is a Defensive Player of the Year on the Warriors. This is first team. This is second team. This is third team. Tyreek Evans on All-NBA third team, 86 overall. This is the 2021 playoffs. Where did Dwight Howard go? I just remembered because like the Raptors were the 1 seed last year. They're nowhere to be found this year because Dwight left. I forget where he went, but maybe we'll see later. Bobcats will advance. Knicks unfortunately will not. I just realized the Heat missed the playoffs. What happened? The defending champions must have had the biggest championship hangover ever because they completely missed the playoffs. I don't remember seeing that when I looked at the standings. Cavs Cavs are back in the second round though. They always made the second round earlier in the sim. The Bobcats are back in the conference finals and they will face the Cavs again. I think the Cavs beat them in the conference finals before. Meanwhile, in the West, it's exactly who it should be, the Pelicans and the Lakers. Second seeded OKC lost in the first round. That's tough. Let's see what happens. Will the Lakers make it back? No, they will not. The Bobcats finally make the finals. Both conference finals went to 7 games, and LeBron and the Charlotte Bobcats destroyed the Cavs. 9 for 23 for Kyrie, 6 for 17 for Dion Waiters. Hey, he's not afraid to go inefficient. We know that. Anthony Bennett, he's stayed in 86. Meanwhile, in the West, 15 and 15 for AD. The Pelicans, they've had a nice squad for a while. So have the Lakers. Andrew Wiggins, 22, 13, 3, 2, and 3. That's a great stat line. Wasn't enough though. DeMarcus Cousins just 2 for 12. Can't be doing that. The 2021 NBA Finals, the New Orleans Pelicans against the Charlotte Bobcats. Both teams looking for their first ever NBA championship. We'll just simulate the round, and the New Orleans Pelicans win the championship. LeBron cannot get ring number 5. AD, Drew Holiday, Eric Gordon, Tyreek Evans, and Ja Morant win the 2021 NBA championship. Drew Holiday, the finals MVP, and that is how 2021 goes. Carmelo Anthony retires on the Grizzlies. Did not win anything ever. 2021 free agency. Kevin Durant is a free agent. He has not tested free agency this whole time. He stayed with OKC. He has not won a championship though. He's won several MVPs but no championship. Russ left him and won a championship. 96 overall. He's 32. Lillard, he's a one-time champion. He's also a free agency. Drew Holiday, the reigning finals MVP, he is a free agent. Dion Waiters, Nerlens Noel, he's been good with Philadelphia. Bradley Beal, Westbrook, NBA champion. Chris Paul, a lot of guys are free agents this year. Dion Waiters signs with the Timberwolves. Drew Holiday goes to the Cleveland Cavaliers, so he leaves New Orleans after winning the championship. Chris Paul stays with the Bucks. He was on there. Russ goes to the Timberwolves. Kevin Durant goes to the Milwaukee Bucks. They have old Chris Paul. I don't think they're good though. Oh no, Derek White is there. Damian Lillard stays with the Trailblazers. Jason Tatum stays with the Suns. Nerlens Noel leaves Philadelphia to go to the Bulls, who have not been good in a while. We're going into 2022 in terms of the 2021 draft class. I don't even remember who I put in, honestly, because everybody is the same overall. Everybody's an 86 in 2K, which technically doesn't even make the cut. Jamal Murray's been on the Pistons this whole time, not doing anything. Well, actually, no, they made the finals once. This is the Timberwolves now. Adebayo, Waiters, Westbrook, and Anthony Bennett. We'll see what they do. Did I finish my thought? I was talking about the 2021 draft class, on how it's kind of weak in comparison to everything, so nobody's a superstar, and so I don't even know who I put on here. I probably put Scotty Barnes because he plays for the Raptors. Oh yes, he's here on the Sacramento Kings. In terms of everybody else, I honestly can't remember, so whatever. The Utah Jazz have 60 wins. I forget who's on there. They won a championship like maybe 4 years ago though. Worst teams are the Clippers and Spurs. Both of them have not done anything this whole time. In the East, the Heat are back up top. Bucks, I don't remember, but important people went to the Bucks. Hawks and Cavs and Celtics and Pistons, the worst teams. Kevin Durant, he went to the Bucks, yes, and he goes and wins MVP again. Scotty Barnes, Rookie of the Year, you love to see it. Obviously, that looks just like Scotty. Nerlens Noel, DPOY again on the Bulls now. This is how first team looks. This is how second team looks. Blake Griffin, 87, been on the Clippers this whole time. Once again, not done a thing. This is how third team looks. It's in the first round, see what happens. LeBron and the Bobcats lose. Kyrie and the Cavs lose to Luka and somebody else in the Knicks. I think Luka and Jaylen Brown in the Knicks. The Jazz lose to the defending champions, I'm pretty sure. Pelicans finish as the 8th seed, so the championship hangovers have been real here. But yeah, Devin Booker is on the Jazz. Anybody else? And Gordon Hayward. Jimmy Butler's here too. I don't think he was there for the championship though. The defending champs, they may have finished 8th, but they're in the second round. So are KD and the Bucks, who finished the 2nd seed. Conference finals, it will be Heat against Bucks and Thunder against Pelicans. The Thunder sweep the Suns. The Suns, they should have deeper playoff runs than I feel like they normally have. Because who's even on the Thunder? Oh yeah, Dwight Howard and Bradley Beal and Ty Lawson. KD ain't there anymore, but still, they're in the conference finals. KD is out in the conference finals against the East, against the Heat, who after a 1-year hangover are back. Zion, Donovan Mitchell, Harrison Barnes, Trae Young most definitely deserve the 1 seed. Let's see how the conference finals go. The Milwaukee Bucks defeat the Heat, and the Thunder defeat the defending champs, as though it's a Milwaukee versus OKC NBA Finals. That's crazy. KD leaves to actually try try and win, and his old team makes it back without him. Bradley Beal, Dwight Howard, and Ty Lawson getting the job done. It's a Bucks versus Thunder NBA Finals. 2 seed versus 4 seed will go game by game. Milwaukee wins game 1. OKC wins game 2. Game 3, OKC wins game 3. Game 4, it's tied going back to OKC for game 5, and OKC will win it. And so now we head to Milwaukee for game 6. KD, is he about to lose to the team he just left? Yes, he is. The Oklahoma City Thunder with the 2022 NBA championship. That's crazy. KD just left because they weren't winning, and then Bradley Beal and Dwight Howard go get the job done. Who's the finals MVP? It's Ty Lawson. Ty Lawson does what KD could not, and at a 75 overall, he leads the Thunder to a championship. I haven't seen a White House visit this whole time, and I still won't. Derrick Rose is a free agent. The Bulls made like a few conference finals really early in the sim and then haven't done anything since. So will he finally leave, or will he just ride it out with his hometown team? Derrick Rose re-signs with the Bulls. Oladipo goes to the Sixers. We're going into the 2023 season now. The Mavericks roster has been good for a while, but they have not done anything. Siakam has been here on the Nets this whole time. So is Darren Williams, though he's a 77 now. Tyrese on the Nuggets with nobody else. Pacers, they've had Paul George, Fultz, and Simmons this whole time, have not done anything. Chet Holmgren was drafted by the Wizards, and so this is the 2022 draft class. I put in Holmgren, Banchero, and Jalen Williams, who was drafted by the Celtics. Celtics have been awful this whole simulation, and Banchero went here to the Kings. Scotty's overall is down by 4. Why is he so mad? Give him the role he deserves. Why do I have to do this? The Knicks, they should have a ring by now with these two, but they haven't, I guess, been able to build a good enough roster around them. Jazz top of the West again. Lakers, Suns top 3. Rockets and Kings the worst teams. And in the East, the Bucks at the top again. Bulls, Hawks, and Knicks. LeBron the Bobcats missed the playoffs. That's tough. Worst teams though are the Raptors and Celtics. Kevin Durant is the MVP yet again. Banchero is Rookie of the Year. Nerlens Noel another DPOY. This is first team. This is second team. This is third team. This is how the 2023 playoffs look like. Bucks and the Jazz, the 1 seeds. Bucks just made the finals, but of course lost in the finals to the Thunder, who completely missed the playoffs. First round, any upsets? I guess Heat beating the Knicks would be an upset. So the Pacers beating the Bulls, the Grizzlies beating the Lakers, and the T-Wolves beat the 4th-seeded Pelicans. Will go to the conference finals. Jazz make it back to the conference finals against the Suns, and the Bucks make it back to the conference finals against the Heat. This might have been the conference finals last year, or maybe I'm misremembering. In terms of who I want to see win, I guess I'd say the Suns, because they got a bunch of talent. They have had a bunch of talent for a long time, but have not won yet. So we'll see who makes the finals. Will it be the Suns? No, they get swept by the Jazz. So it will be Jazz Bucks this time. The Bucks beat the Heat again, I think, but the Bucks make it to the finals again, that's for certain. Will the Jazz get ring number 2, or will the Bucks and KD and a bunch of guys get their first rings? Chris Paul is also on there. We'll go simulate round, and the Milwaukee Bucks sweep the Jazz to win the NBA championship. Finally, Kevin Durant is an NBA champion. Chris Paul is an NBA champion. Andre Drummond is an NBA champion. The Milwaukee Bucks do it. Derek White had 44 points in the closeout game. They get the job done. It is Chris Paul who's the finals MVP, 13 and 8. 41, 28, 84 shooting splits. So KD has like a million MVPs but no finals MVPs. Will that affect his legacy? Who knows? Darren Williams finally retires after years on the Nets doing nothing mostly. Aldridge retires. He's a champion, a 2-time champion. 2023 free agency, Jokic is a UFA. The 76ers, maybe they made like 1 conference final. Other than that, haven't had too much playoff success. So will he leave? Ja is an RFA. John Wall is a UFA. Porzingis, he's been with the Lakers this whole time. They made the finals once, maybe another conference finals or 2, but have not won the championship. Harden, he's a champion in this with Russell Westbrook that 1 year on the Rockets. LeBron James now drops to an 86. He's 38. Spent the last 8 years with Charlotte. They've made the finals, made a few conference finals, been 1 seed a bunch, but have not gotten another title. Paul George goes to the Wizards after years in the Pacers. Kristaps Porzingis goes to the Jazz. Imagine going from LA to Utah. Only a European player would be cool with that move. John Morant stays stays in New Orleans. LeBron James goes to the 76ers with Jokic, I think, if he re-signed. No, he did not re-sign. He went to the Raptors. Oh my goodness, what an offseason we just had. Going into the last year of the sim, the Bucks top preseason power rankings, as it should be. That's like the first time they've got it right. In terms of draft picks, the only person we're looking for is Wembanyama, and he went to the Portland Trail Blazers to go with Damian Lillard. 2024 standings, Jazz and Suns tied going into the last game of the season. Timberwolves, Pelicans are up there. Spurs and Clippers are finally up here. Two teams that have been in the basement for most of this simulation. Worst teams this year are the Rockets and Trailblazers, so Wemby and Damian Lillard could not do a thing. In the East, Bucks at the top, the defending champs. Heat, Bulls, Cavs, Pacers. Bottom are Nets and Bobcats, and look at that, LeBron leaves the Bobcats to just win 3 more games. Absolutely ridiculous. Kevin Durant is MVP again. Wembanyama, of course, is Rookie of the Year. AD, another DPOY. This is first team. Kyrie, he's been good. 93 overall. He's put up nice stats. Cavs have had good regular seasons a lot of the time. Haven't won a chip or anything though. This is second team. This is third team. And this is all defense for the final season. This is how the 2024 playoff tree looks like. Utah 1 seed again. Milwaukee 1 seed again. These have been the 2 top teams for the last few years. We'll simulate the first round. And Utah will lose again as the 1 seed. I think they've done that before. They lose to Denver, who they've like barely done anything this whole time. Halliburton's on here. Anybody else? Jimmy Butler is on the Nuggets. He was on Utah, yeah. Clippers beat the Pelicans, the 6th seed. Suns take care of OKC though. Second round, the Cavaliers beat the Bucks. And so it's going to be a Heat Cavs Eastern Conference Final and a Clippers Nuggets Western Conference Final. The Clippers beat the Suns. That's crazy. The Suns have been disappointments, I'll say. Tatum, Embiid, Jaren Jackson. They got Sabonis too. They have too good of a roster to like, I don't even think they've made the finals. So Suns, I'd say, have been a failure. But the Clippers, this is like the 3rd or 4th conference finals of the simulation. They've never won though. So a 6-8 Western Conference Final, a 2-5 Eastern Conference Final. Who will get out of that? The Cleveland Cavaliers do, and the Los Angeles Clippers. 2 teams to make the finals for the first time in the sim, I think, or maybe the Cavs did one before. But the Clippers with Blake Griffin, Byron Morris, anybody else on here? Cade Cunningham got drafted 3rd overall by the Clippers. Clippers, Cavs, NBA Finals. Let's see how this goes. Who will win? The Los Angeles Clippers have won the NBA championship in 2024. Game 7, a 114-104 win. That's crazy. Derek Williams, 87 overall. Minnesota, Memphis, Toronto. Been trashed this whole sim, and he goes to Clippers and wins a chip. Crazy. Cade Cunningham, Blake Griffin, Iman Shumpert. The Los Angeles Clippers, they're the first team from LA to win a championship in this simulation. The Lakers have had a great roster for years. The Clippers, they've been trashed for like this whole simulation. Even with CP3 and Blake at the start, they didn't do anything. Then they were awful. Then they win the championship here in this final season. Crazy. Cade Cunningham is a finals MVP in what, like his 2nd or his 3rd year. LeBron James retires as a 76er, a 7-time MVP, 4-time champion, 3-time finals MVP. Chris Paul retires. He's a champion with Milwaukee. Dwight Howard retires with the Pacers. He did win, yeah, with the Thunder. Him and Bradley Beal beating KD. Let's take a look at league history. We'll go season awards first. We started this all the way back in 13-14. LeBron James winning the 5th MVP of his career at this point, and then Kevin Durant 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 MVPs, and LeBron had 7. Kevin Durant won 8 MVPs, 5 with OKC, 3 with Milwaukee. Rookie of the Year, sure, we'll take a look at the Rookie of the Year every year. 14, it was Trey Burke, who ended up winning a championship later. 15, Wiggins, he's ringless. 16, Blake Grove, he's ringless. Ben Simmons, he's ringless. Tatum, he's ringless. Trey Young, he's not, he's a champion. Zion, so is he. Tyrese, he's ringless. Scotty Barnes, he's ringless. 23, Paolo, he's ringless. And then 24, Wembanyama, obviously his first season. Defensive Player of the Year, AD has a bunch, but so do some other people. So AD has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. AD has 6 DPOYs. Nerlens Noel has 2, 3, just 3. Felt like more than that. He's 3. Drummond has 1, and then Anthony Randolph has 1. We had a whole bunch of different champions in this sim. It started with 3 straight from Miami, but I'm telling y'all, Mario Chalmers winning that finals MVP, that ended the greatest dynasty of all time. Then the Trailblazers beat the Cavs. Then the Warriors winning against the Nets. They had some good rosters. Darren Williams, Siakam, they couldn't get it done though. Then Houston Rockets getting it done. Russell Westbrook teaming up with James Harden. Then Utah beating the Detroit Pistons. Then the Heat beating the Lakers. Pelicans beating LeBron and the Bobcats. And OKC beating KD and the Milwaukee Bucks. Ty Lawson, the Finals MVP. Then Milwaukee getting it back the year later against the Jazz. And then the Los Angeles Clippers, Cade Cunningham in his second or third season, I already forget, beating the Cavs. So in terms of the Sim GOAT, KD has 8 MVPs, 8 regular season MVPs, but no Finals MVPs. LeBron James has 7 regular season MVPs, 3 Finals MVPs, probably should be 4, even though the last several years of this Sim were wasted on Charlotte, constantly underperforming because they had Towns too. It's not like he had a bad roster. They barely made it past the second round, made the finals once but lost. But I think I'm gonna have to give the Sim GOAT to LeBron because this legendary 4-peat here. Of course, it was just back-to-back in the Sim, but I think we got to give it to LeBron. Shout out though, Lillard and Curry getting championships too. Didn't do anything else after that, but they did it. Russell Westbrook and James Harden getting the job done. The Utah Jazz, Devin Booker and Trey Burke, of course. The Heat, they were good for a while. Trae Young, Zion. Pelicans, Drew Holiday and AD. The Thunder, this was like the most surprising championship. Well, and of course the Clippers, but the Thunder beating KD, that was crazy. But then KD and Chris Paul getting their first rings, and then Clippers. The league leaders, we didn't look at that. Let's take a look at the league leaders. In points, it was LeBron, Russ, then Derrick Rose for 4 years straight, then Carmelo on the Mavericks. I remember this season the Mavericks had a great roster. In terms of wins, they didn't do well. Carmelo still led the league in scoring on them. Then Derrick Rose again, then Kevin Durant, and then Kyrie Irving this past season. Rebounds, AD, Dwight Howard, Kevin Love, Andrew Bynum, Jokic, Vucevic, Adebayo, and Vucevic again. Assists, who was passing the rock, Rubio, Rondo, Ty Lawson, Spencer Gatson, Rubio, Trae Young, Gatson, Lawson, Morant. So shout out Ty Lawson. I'm gonna say Ty Lawson had like the 3rd best legacy of this Sim. 4-time assist leader, Finals MVP, the most improbable championship of the simulation, I'd say. Ty Lawson was the 3rd best player of this simulation, y'all, in terms of legacy. But that was 2024 according to NBA 2K14. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and comment for more videos like this, because there will be more videos like this. Honestly, I had a whole lot of fun recording this, so hopefully y'all had fun watching it. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all later.